days later, living with the Pixel 8 Pro, how is it? Is it heating up? Is the battery life sucking? Well, I want to talk about some of those things. I've been using this, have my SIM card in it. Actually, if somebody wants to correct me, I transferred a physical SIM card to an eSIM. So I didn't put a SIM card in it. But for those of you who don't care and just understand that there's a SIM card in it, there's a embedded SIM that has my information. So, been using this, testing it out, and there's a lot of stuff that I like about it. And I have to say, it is the coolest in many different meanings of that word. It's been the coolest experience that I've had in quite a while. So the only time that it got hot on me, well, it didn't even really get all that hot. It got a little warm during their initial setup when I was downloading, installing a bunch of stuff, transferring everything over. That's totally normal. That's very much expected. Since then, it really hasn't got, I mean, it hasn't got hot, period. And I would even like warm, it's like slightly more than lukewarm, maybe twice. Once while the screen had been on for like half an hour and it was pretty bright. So I'm not worried about it right now. I have to do some more extensive testing. I'm going to try out Genshin Impact and all those other crazy things and see if I can push this to the limit. Even with, I went out and I did a bunch of photos yesterday. I went out and took a bunch of photos and it didn't even really get hot doing that stuff. So I am happy. It seems there's some improvement. It seems like Google might have actually learned some lessons. Maybe that's the Tensor G3. Maybe it's part of Android 14. I've had a lot of people reporting that Android 14 has been significantly better for things like battery life and stuff like that. I haven't got it on my Pixel Fold yet, but it is on my Pixel 7 Pro. It is on here. One thing, if you're going to get this phone, and you'll probably notice that the color keeps changing on my screen, and this is really irking me. It has to do, I think, with the reflection maybe on the camera. Now, it's just because of this blue. It doesn't like it, so my camera, my lighting keeps changing on the camera. Anyway, so the thermometer in here, I think it's kind of cheesy, but it kind of works, I guess. So here's the thing. It's not on the phone from get-go. And that was kind of concerning because I was like, where's the thermometer? And if I've got to go looking for it, then I know a lot of people got to go looking for it. So to get the thermometer, it's a 1.8 megabyte app. And you can't just download it because it's a system app. So you have to go to the Google Play Store and then go to Update Apps, and then it will be there. And then you can download it that way. So kind of stupid. I don't know why Google did that, but anyway. I tested it out. I made like a YouTube short testing the temperature of my Raising Cane's chicken. Some people thought that was funny. I tested it again on some food today while I was eating. It was like, your food is 125 degrees. I'm like, well, yeah, that's about right. It's pretty hot. So anyway, it's there. I can see why they tell you not to use this as a medical grade thermometer because the temperature seems kind of inconsistent. And there's a lot of different, you have to pre-select what type of surface or texture or material that you're using it on. I don't know. It just feels like money probably could have been spent elsewhere. Anyway, so one thing that irks me about it though, this right here, not the USB-C, the fact that it doesn't do video out. And this is very apparent and real to me because I'm testing, well, I'm not testing, I'm making a product video on a pair of XR glasses right now, and I can't use them with this phone because it has no video out. So I have to use another phone. So if you're trying to decide between an S23 Ultra and this phone, get the S23 Ultra. If you're only solely deciding because you want to be able to use XR glasses. If you want to use XR glasses, this phone is a no-go. So that's kind of frustrating, and I don't understand why. You're going to support the phone for 7 years, but you're telling me you don't have the foresight to have video out on a phone? You don't think in 7 years somebody's going to want to use that? I don't know. So that's another thing. The chip itself, the G3, seems to be okay. Not really having any heat issues. Performance-wise, it's nice, it's snappy, it's zippy. I love the screen. I love the screen on here. It just unlocked with Face Unlock. Face Unlock seems to be pretty good. Typical things that we expect with this are real. It doesn't work so great in low light. It's not a true facial scanning biometric hardware. It's not like the laser stuff. It's not like the infrared blaster stuff. It's not mapping your face. It's just looking at the image it portrays of your face. But it's supposed to be like grade 3 now, I think is the right terminology. You can use it with, it's supposed to be supported for like banking apps and things like that now where it wasn't previously. So that's good. That's the first time basically on an Android phone we've been able to have that on here since we had the laser-based solely stuff with the Pixel 4. So, a couple of things there. So, one other thing I want to talk about here with the biometrics, the fingerprint scanner. It does work. I've been using it. It's fine. One thing you might need to do though, now with a film style screen protector, usually it works better, but it has to do with the way the optical stuff works and adding extra glass on here. It's not designed for that. You might have some failures in trying to use your fingerprint. I've had one or two, like it's not the end of the world. To try and help that, go to your settings. So swipe down, go to your settings, go to display mode. This will work for me. So go to display, and then down in display settings, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says screen protector mode. Turn that on. Sorry, there's an air show going on around my house right now. You just heard jets in the background. Increase touch sensitivity, improve touch when using a screen protector. So what that's going to help do is help increase the sensitivity, the responsiveness on the screen when you're typing on it, when you're trying to do your fingerprint scanner and things like that. But back to the display. I love the display. Super bright. It gets up to 2400 nits. I looked at it next to the Pixel 7 Pro. I'm like, wow, you can tell a difference here. And this is going to be especially helpful when you're outdoors, but even just ambient, normal light you have around you, like inside your house and things, you should notice a difference. There are bezels around the edge, which I think these are the most minimal that we've had recently. It's not like the crazy bezels on the Pixel Fold that everybody was like, oh my gosh, the bezels are terrible. Find other things to complain about. That's not one of them. The phone itself, I think the build quality is good. The back of this phone feels so nice. It is the nicest feeling phone. It's like rubbing your hand across marble, smooth marble. It's just so nice. And then there are people complaining about the camera bump. Whatever. Find something else to complain about. I like it. One, because if you place it down on a flat surface, the phone doesn't wobble when you type on it. Unlike basically any other phone in creation, I think it stands out. I think it makes it look unique. But yeah, it is a little chonky. It is a little thick there with the edge because it has these crazy cameras. I said something was wrong. I said something wrong or erroneous in my previous video where I said I didn't think they didn't upgrade the primary camera. I was confused. There's been a lot of information out there. Still going back and forth with people telling me that, okay, it's got the G15 processor in it, the Mali. Okay, that's supposed to be the Immortalis. It's got hardware-based ray tracing. Somebody's like, no, it's not that. It's this. I'm like, look, even Linus Tech Tips is saying it's the G15. So I think we can probably settle that one. It's the G15. It has a very good GPU in it that's good for gaming. It's good for graphics rendering and things like that. But one thing I was wrong about was the camera. So we heard the rumors for the longest time. It's going to get the GN2. It's going to get the GN2, the new GN2. Well, it didn't. But they did get a slightly, it's like an upgrade. It's like a GN 1.5 or GN2 Lite. So it is a better sensor. And it's supposed to have 20% better improvement on low light photos. I haven't taken any low light photos yet. I can't tell you if that's true. I don't really look at low light photos because, quite frankly, I don't care. There's not a whole lot of stuff I want to look at nighttime that I want a picture of that looks like it's kind of daytime during nighttime. I just really don't care that much. But I will test it for my full review. Here are some camera samples. I have taken some photos, and it takes some pretty darn good photos. And of course, you have Pro Mode now and different things like that. And we've got the video boost coming out this fall. Later on, I think like next month, it's supposed to be here. And yeah, overall, there's quite a few improvements here. The biggest thing that people want to know about, is it getting hot? No, it has not gotten hot on me. I don't know if other people reported that. I don't really look at other people's stuff before I try to make my videos. I have not experienced heat issues so far, at least during day-to-day normal stuff, which traditionally, with my Pixel Fold, it would get hot quite a bit. So I do see improvements there. The screen is nice, it's snappy, it's responsive. I really like this phone. I've been waiting for this phone. I really like this phone. I love this color. I like the color less in the watch band. I think it's funny. You see, I'm color coordinated today. I'm all blue. Blue watch band, blue shirt, blue phone, all those things. Crap, I forgot the blue lights. Anyway, so after using this phone for 2 days, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't like that they raised the price $1,000, but they still kept it at 128 gigabytes of storage. It's also UFS 3.1. I really feel like it should be UFS 4.0. That's kind of a me thing. I don't think it's that big or that noticeable of a difference for anybody using this on anything small, like higher than a molecular level. So it's not the end of the world. But when you start looking at a $1,000 phone, you start looking at stuff like that. So I think it should add a 256 storage. I really think that it should have video output, right? That's something that's kind of annoying. So yeah, there are a couple little things where if Adam had his way and said, we'll do this, then we might have gone a different direction with a few things. But I think the cameras are solid. I love the screen. They listen to people. It's not super dim anymore. It's not, You don't have to turn the brightness to 100% when you're using 70% brightness with anybody else's phone. So temperature sensor, yeah, maybe they'll do something cool with it later on that blows our minds, but otherwise I'm like, whatever. I'll keep checking the temperature of my fried chicken and we'll move on with life. So this is not by any stretch of the imagination a full review, but I've been using it like all day, all night for 2 days now. Kind of my thoughts on it so far. Just wanted to share that stuff, show you a couple of camera samples, and I'm going to move on with my life for today. We'll come back and talk about something else tomorrow. I do have some stuff I want to talk about that's a little bit more in depth. I want to do a deep dive and talk about the processor in here and some of the benefits and some of the reasons why this phone stands out and is more special than people think that it is, because there's some special stuff going on and we're going to talk about it. But that's all I got in this video. So if you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll get back with you. I'll do my best to get back with you. Also, if you watched yesterday's video, hopefully you enjoyed it. I've been trying to get out of my office more, done a couple little fun vlog videos. I clearly can't do that every single day, but I'm going to try and do more fun things more often instead of just you staring at me sitting here and talking. So let me know what y'all like and what y'all think about that stuff. If you enjoyed the videos, if you like this stuff, you love the Pixel content, you're already in the right place. Make it home. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Hit a little notification bell so you get updates when all the videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all guys watching my videos and making this possible. And have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next time.